Señora del Camino, muéstrame la vía para llegar al Padre, al lado de tu Hijo.
Well, hello everyone and welcome to another episode of To Be a Run Grim. And today I am now in Najera and in the Rioja region. So lots of vineyards as we were coming through today. I'm not drinking alcohol on the Camino, but it's lovely to see all of these vineyards and the bottles on the table that actually are in the region that they're from. Let me bring you up to speed. So yesterday I was in Viana, and Michael, a pilgrim from Ireland, who I've met a few times and got on very well with, he was there, so we celebrated Mass together, and then we had a shared meal, and that was great. There was a number of interesting people. Some people, a lady from Sweden who for her 60th birthday had treated herself to come on the Camino, and she'd finished yesterday for this time, so was feeling a bit sad, but hopefully she'll come back and carry on. And a couple from the Netherlands who'd done one of those really big long walks in the Pacific Trail in America. And then I was just talking, and they were talking to the German pilgrim next to me, Peter, and they were saying, well, do you not get time off as part of what you do? Then he started mentioning his bishop. So I said, Peter, are you a priest? And he said, yes, I am. I said, well, so am I. And we were just sat next to each other at the meal. So that was lovely to meet another priest and support each other on the way. He was going on to Logroño this morning. Shorter walk, but it's all great. It's all great. I think it's really important that everybody, whatever they're doing each day, we encourage and realise that it's great. So he was on a sabbatical between finishing one parish and going to another. The bishop gave him 3 months, so that he was doing this as part of his sabbatical. So that was a really enjoyable meal, and then early bed, which has been great. I think we went to bed at 8:30. It's amazing, lights out and everybody asleep. That suits me on the Camino. And then I got up at 6. I've got a bit of a routine now, even though the lights don't go on till 7. Get up at 6, brush my teeth, say morning prayer, do half an hour quiet meditation, and then breakfast, and then pack my bag and off. So today I walked up to the church. Couldn't get in at that time in the morning, but started by saying a prayer, set off about 10 to 8. And today was one of the there's 3 long days. This was 38 kilometres. Just to put that into perspective, a marathon is 42 kilometres. So one of the things that I'm looking at the ascent and descent in the book that I have, I wish that I had what Winter Hill looks like and Rivy Pike in comparison, so I can gauge. I'm getting a bit more used to now what the scale of ascent, what it looks like. I mean, it's a great book, it really helps, but it just helped me get a bit more of an idea of how to do that. So it was good. Set off about 10 to 8, and it was really nice and shade. There was a lot of shade to begin with, because everybody was saying it was going to be very hot. So, and there was a question of making sure you had enough water between Navarrete and Najera. So it went well, and I was enjoying running. Very good running again, uphill as well as downhill. And met some people. It's lovely because as you set off, you see the people who you met in the albergue, and they're wishing you well and you're wishing them well. And Michael, who's a very fast walker, had set off earlier and he got a good way along. So I asked him if he would film me running for a minute. He's been really good and took a couple of pictures at the masses we've been at. So he kindly did. So that's why on the video of it, when you see it, it says "See you in Burgos," because hopefully we'll be meeting up again then. So he's staying in a different town tonight. And that's the way it goes on the Camino. You meet people, spend time with them, and then with different times, and then again, God willing. So that was good. And then at about 11 o'clock, it got very hot. No, actually, it was 11:15, I remember. And I was thinking, this is now starting getting too hot to run. And I could hear voices of you all saying, be careful, be sensible. So I was being sensible, thinking, right, okay, I must have done now, nearly 3 hours. So that will be, 24, 26k. The last 12, I might have to walk. And then a water fountain was there, so I filled up a few times, poured water over me, and then there was a breeze. Most beautiful breeze, and the temperature dropped 2 or 3 degrees. That made all the difference. It made all the difference. I knew then I'd be able to keep running for the rest of the time, because it was a 4.5 hours run today, which I enjoyed, and I realise now the importance of getting the most of my stuff moved from one place to the next. I can't imagine really trying to do that with the rucksack as it was from Lourdes in anything like that heat, or just at all really. So Camino Facile, moving it along and so far, it's worked again. It's making such a big difference, as is lots of things, the way people are looking after us, and that I'm carried by your prayers. And there's no doubt I feel carried by your prayers. So I'm here now looking out the window, beautiful little balcony that I'm allowed to put my washing on. There's church has got mass at 7:30 this evening, so that's great. I want to go there and also see if I can get some hulls for when I'm celebrating mass on my own. And there's a supermarket nearby, so it's all well positioned for today. So I'm about to get a shower, have a good couple of hours sleep, and then have a bit of an explore. So another beautiful day on the way, keeping you all in my prayers. So, Senora del Camino, pray for us.
I just can't give up now. I've come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy, and I don't believe he's brought me this far to leave.